Why is that so loud? Hello. I haven't used this. I haven't used this overlay in so long. Oh my god. Hello, welcome in everybody. Hold on, let me fix my BGM. I don't remember what I usually put it at. I just don't want to be. I don't want it to be loud. That looks fine. Wow, can you tell I haven't done a drawing stream in like forever? How sad. Good morning, everyone. I have no plans today. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna stream, cause I woke up at like 9. I woke up like an hour before my usual start time, and I was like, do I want to stream today or should I just sleep in? And then I was like, you know what, sure. I can stream. I don't have that much to do today. I'm trying to figure everything out. I haven't streamed like this in forever. I don't remember how to do anything. Oh my god. I usually have my I usually have my OBS on my second smaller monitor, and then my game on my main big monitor. But now it's swapped because my second monitor is my drawing tablet. So now I'm like everything is in a different position. Hello? Anyways. Yeah, so I kind of just woke up. like a little bit ago. So excuse my voice. It's still getting warmed up. But welcome in, everyone. Bunny Girl got drip marketed. I saw! Oh my god! I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I was thinking, because I don't know what to draw today. So I was thinking, what if I just doodle characters that I really want to pull? That I really want. Learn how to draw all the gacha characters that I want. And we'll figure it out from there. Let me make sure this is actually working. Is this good? This is a really big canvas. I think this is fine. Probably. Why do I keep drawing on big ass canvases? Hold on. I do not need this to be 4,000 by 4,000. We're just doing little doodles. Favorite characters? Do I know who my favorite characters are anymore? I don't know. Something I do every once in a while, usually as like a drawing warm-up, is I'll draw characters that I'm trying to pull for in all the gachas that I'm playing. As like it's like my own version of a pool ritual. Cause I know some people make like what are those called? The like summoning circle. I've seen people do that, but which is cute. I think they look silly. But my pool ritual is drawing, because that's the only thing I know how to do. Do I know how to draw Zhao? Hold on. Maybe I should put up a reference. I've never drawn her before, and I also haven't drawn like a furry character in a hot minute. Hold on. Where is the official account? I always draw with references. She has such a round round bean face. These circles never work. That's the universal artist curse. You draw 5 billion circles. So and like they're all bad. So at a certain point I've come to terms with the fact that my circle will not be good enough, and I'm gonna draw over it anyways. Oh my god, Zhao has ear piercings. What the hell? Okay. Let me save this. You can't see all of the extra windows I have on Clip Studio, unfortunately. Well, fine for me, for my own safety. I don't dox my files, but then you also can't see my sub view that has like references and stuff, which is kind of annoying. But I am not doxing myself. How do I draw a siren? But yeah, I'm super excited for that. I'm poor. I'm so freaking poor. It's not even funny in that game. Even with a membership that I bought on the right account this time, especially since I'm gonna be gone and I still have like 5 billion agent stories that I still wanna stream. I am so freaking poor. So I thought that Xingguang is supposed to be first half, but then they drip marketed Zhao already, which is a little confusing to me. So don't know what that's about. Hopefully, I would prefer that Zhao is in the second half so that I have more time to save. Because I think I might unironically skip Xingguang for Zhao. Although there are rumors, some people are theorizing that Zhao's gonna be free. Because they think that, what do you call it? They think that, there's gonna be a free Christmas unit. Which is kind of interesting. And I'd be so down. But, those are all rumors. Some rumors based on leaks, some rumors based on copium. So, I haven't seen all the leaks. I don't mind endless leaks, but I also just have not seen all of them. The only ones I've seen are Zhao leaks, which are kind of crazy, but whatever. I shan't speak of them. You can find them yourself if you're interested. Why do I never start with the eyes? Hold on. I don't know how to get this face shape right. I mean, it's kind of just like a... You can't see the reference I'm looking at, but it's just the drip marketing art. But like, she has just like a regular chibi style face shape. But I'm really bad at drawing chibi. I'm like embarrassingly bad at drawing chibi. I've tried before. I think I was even like what was it? I was gonna, when I was younger and I was still first looking into like doing commissions and stuff, I was like, oh, I want to do as many art styles as I can to appeal to as many people as possible, which don't do. Don't ever do that. If you are an artist watching this and you're gonna open commissions, just draw what you know how to draw. I swear to God. Cause I can't draw chibis for the life of me. It's evil. It's diabolical. But that's just my art style. It's a weird. It's not quite anime, I would say, but it's also not what do you call it? It's not like realism or even close to semi-realism. I don't know how to draw this girl's eyes. Maybe I should not just do the head alone. Thinking. I haven't drawn in a while, so excuse my speed. I think my character's really cute. Thank you. This is the second iteration of this character. Oh my god. Designing my Sona, I don't think I've talked about it, but designing my Sona was such a nightmare. Cause I was like, I don't remember why I was like, I want to do a little sheep. I want to do a little sheep guy. But I want horns because I think they're cool. But not like, I don't need like demon horn kind of thing. I just want like silly little horns. And there's this one sheep that I really like, that has these like, it's these, I don't even know how to draw it. But they kind of like, they're like a cone shape, and then they're like a spiral, almost like a freaking unicorn horn, but right, like not solid. It's this weird spiral thing. It's not a ram. It is, I forgot what sheep it's called, but it's a really cute sheep, and I was like, oh my god, I love these spiral horns. And then I was designing my Sona, and I was like, wow, I'm actually stupid. This is the hardest thing to draw ever. I don't know how to do the spiral thing. They're really kicking my ass when I was designing them, so I was just like, I'm gonna do terribly unrealistic horns, and then just make them horn colored so that people know that they're horns. But then I've cursed myself because even drawing these things is really annoying because I didn't plan it out. So now I'm like, I don't know how to draw these at an angle. I always have to be front facing PNG when I draw myself because I genuinely don't know how to draw these at an angle. I don't. My hubris. The things I've done to myself as an artist. I say that like I can't redesign it, but truthfully, I'm lazy. I think the only time I'll probably redesign them is, well, not just the horns, but the only time I'll redesign my Sona is if I get an updated model. Because I just did this, I made this myself. If you couldn't tell. my amateur live 2D work with the free version, because I forgot that I already used up my trial version. So I tried. I did what I could with my very limited, what do you call it? A thing. not subscription, free trial, whatever. I freaking hate Live 2D. I've talked about it before. I hate Live 2D with my entire being. It's not even funny. But if I ever do get a model update, whether that's done by myself or I get someone who actually knows what they're doing, to do it for me, then I'll ask for a redesign. I'll ask for a redesign or I'll redesign it myself. I wouldn't mind that. Although I feel like I'm very picky about character designs. I don't know why. Like not just Sona designs, but character designs in general. I always get so picky. And I feel like I'm gonna feel really bad if I like what do you call this? If I like hire someone, if I commission someone to like redesign my Sona, I'm gonna be like, oh, can you? I'm constantly gonna be making changes, and it's never gonna be perfect, and I'm gonna feel really bad. I'm gonna constantly be like, oh my god, can you change this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing? And I'm gonna be so annoying. I just know. I've never commissioned someone because I don't have my own. I do not have money. I use my money on gacha, which I really should not be, but I'm like deeply afraid of commissioning somebody because like I feel like I'm gonna be so freaking annoying. And I know like that's just one that is literally our job as artists or commission freelance artists to just do whatever the client tells you to do. But I'm like, and I know there's some artists who have it in their terms of service too. Like you can only make certain edits and you can only make them at certain points, and then once you get to a certain point, don't or no more edits, suck it up. Which I think, do I have that in my TOS? I think I do. I probably do. Because I base my TOS off of like 5 billion other artists. But like, I still, in my mind, I just know I'm gonna be such an annoying client. That's why I haven't, I've seen artists I want to commission and I'm like, no, I can't bother them. I'm gonna be so annoying. But like the only people are nice. I'm sure it's fine, but still can't help. I'm gonna put the freaking bunny ears on this girl, and the moment I do, it's gonna be like Perry the Platypus. If I can figure out how to draw her bangs. There's one thing I know how to draw, it's hair. until you start putting stuff on the hair. She has so many accessories. Anything I don't like to draw besides obvious not safe for work or fetish stuff? I think it's not necessarily that I don't like drawing them. It's more just like I don't know how. Like, I don't know how to draw a mecha, you know? Mecha, Gundam, things like that. So I feel like if someone like commissions me and they're like, hey, can you draw me like a mecha or a Gundam, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna ruin your day. I'm gonna ruin your day by drawing this thing that you like, and I'm so sorry. So I think it's mainly just things like that. But I don't know. Other than just like straight up weird stuff, I think I'm fine drawing most things. Although, I don't know if I would do furry art. That's like a whole other type of anatomy that I don't understand completely. Like, I don't hate furry art. I have a lot of respect for furry artists, actually, because they're kind of crazy. They're like they're machines, actually. Oh my god, I've seen so many furry artists who are like absolutely insane. Like crazy beautiful art style, and they draw really fast, and I'm like, oh my god, are you even human? Like, be for real. But I don't know how to do that kind of art, at least not properly. Because I know some furry artists will literally like study like animal anatomy, and I already suffered studying regular human anatomy. I don't need to do a whole other thing. Personally, I can't do that. Don't make me go through that again. Please. I could never. Trying to figure out how I usually draw fluff. I don't remember. God, I feel like I'm learning to walk again. God, save me. Artist doesn't know how to draw. Food art? Do I know how to do that? I've seen some crazy, like, just like art studies. You know that I can't get the shape right. That like one person, no, not even one person. Those like artists who do like oil painting, of like food, and it's like the most beautiful thing ever. With like such incredible attention to detail, and then some of them literally say like, oh, 30-minute sketch or whatever, and I'm just like, God, get out of my face. Don't make me feel bad about me taking absolutely freaking forever on my art. Makes me upset at how good they are. Ugh. I really like that one guy that does like freaking oil paintings of fast food. They're so funny to just like look at. Cause they're like really professional. These like really professional looking oil paintings, and they're just of like a Taco Bell or Burger King burger, just like some random fast food, and it's so funny. I aspire to be like that. Oil painting seems fun. I never tried oil painting. That's the one painting, or not painting, but paint type that I've never used before. Cause I've done watercolor, mainly for a school project, but then I had extra watercolor, so I was just messing around with that. I've done acrylic, like every other child on the planet. And I've also used gouache, although I don't think I use gouache properly. I don't, cause I know that you can treat it as either watercolor or like a you can like thin it out with water and use it as watercolor, or you can, what's it called? You can leave it like kind of opaque. That'll be fine. But I think I've only ever used gouache when it was opaque, because I got it from like I got it from those, what is it called? Those like drawing, or those like the art kid gift that your aunt or uncle would give you on Christmas, that would like the really cheap art supplies. That's where I got my gouache paint. And for some reason, like, the other stuff was really bad. Like, the little crayon things. The quote-unquote pastels in that kit, they sucked. But for some reason, the gouache was, like, pretty decent. I feel like. It was not that bad. But I still didn't use it correctly. I thought it was just regular paint. I think I only realized much later on, when I was using it, that it was not in fact acrylic. I have such like weirdly fond memories of those stupid art supply things. I don't know what they're called. The one that I got is like a briefcase of stuff. What was it? It was like, I'm pretty sure like whoever gave it to me just found it like freaking Michael's, because they just knew like, oh, Ari likes art, and I'm like, okay. And it was just like this brief. Oops, that's not the right brush. It was just like this briefcase of stuff. I know there was of course the gouache paint. There was some like oil pastels that were not oil. They were just like freaking crayons, and they sucked. Oh my god. I think there were charcoal pencils. I hated those, actually. I'm so bad at using charcoal. I've used charcoal in my classes before. When I was still an art student. God, I hate that. It's so freaking annoying. I think that part of the reason why I'm so partial to digital art is I just like, the one thing I hate most in like traditional art is just the cleanup. I hate the cleanup so freaking bad. It pisses me off. Even just like having even just using like pencil, just like a regular ass pencil and like eraser. I hate having to mess with like the eraser shaving. Maybe it's just because my erasers sucked. All my erasers in the past have just been bad. Maybe that's why. But it pisses me off. Having to clean up the eraser shavings, especially with the ones that are like they don't clump together. The eraser shavings. Ugh. God. Hold on. I'm looking for more reference because I don't know what her clothes look like. Oh my goodness. So cute. The Zenless art style is so cute. That's character number 1, who I will be pulling for. This is a channel where I play gacha games all the time. I'll be damned if I don't draw gacha characters. She has these like crazy braids too. I'm so bad at drawing braids. Oh god. You have a playlist when you draw? Sometimes. Although, well, like, it's not really like a dedicated playlist. I just listen to whatever I'm already like listening to. Although when I stream, I am quite literally just listening to my own BGM. Cause I try not to have too much background noise, I guess. Or at least not like videos. Like, I really like watching whatchamacallit. I really like watching video essays, you know, the good old 3-hour long video essays that you just leave on in like the background while you're doing something else. Except for me, like, I know a lot of people will just like, they leave it on and then they're not actually paying attention. I unfortunately am paying attention. So if I put like a video essay on, or at least one where I've like never seen it before in my life, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna draw. I'm just gonna be watching it, and I'm never gonna get anything done. So usually I'll have music though, but it's just like the same thing, same stuff I usually listen to, like musicals, a lot of musicals, and whatchamacallit, Vocaloid. I was watching I love watching videos of like people making compilations of their favorite musical moments. Because musical theater actors are insane, crazy vocals compared to like pop artists and stuff. So I forced my mom to watch videos with me of musical theater actors going like crazy with the vocals. I need to watch more musicals. I've only watched like, no, not even watch. I need to listen to more because I feel like I've only listened both to like the super popular ones. Beetlejuice, Hamilton, Heathers, Dear Evan Hansen. What the hell is that called? I'm blanking. Hold on, let me look it up. I completely forgot what it's called. Why did I mute? What did I just hit? Hello? God, I need to change my keybinds. What the hell? Sorry, I don't know why I muted. I've heard of my bad. I've heard of Ride the Cyclone. But no, I've heard of it and I've seen clips. I don't know what it's, well, I know like the synopsis, but I haven't listened to it properly. Sorry, my keybind for mute, I think by default it's like shift. It's like 2 keys, right? So you don't hit it on accident, but I changed it to be a key on my keyboard that I never use, at least not while I'm streaming, the semicolon. But like it's like in the middle of it's in the middle of the keyboard. And it's also still next to like directly next to the letters. It's like I hit it on accident. My bad. But yeah, I was like, what was I looking at? Jesus Christ Superstar. That's a musical that exists. I don't know how good it is. I know some people don't like it, but I've heard the vocals in that musical. God damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. I heard one clip of it and I was like jaw dropped. It's beautiful. I feel like I don't listen to rock musicals that often. I don't listen to rock music in general too often. I feel like I need to. The only vaguely rock musical I can think of is literally School of Rock. The musical with Alex Brightman. Which is a good musical, I will say. At least the music, I think it's fun. Although it does have that Act 2 curse of all the songs in Act 2 being a little bit boring. But I think a lot of musicals just have that curse, unfortunately, which is so sad. It makes me sad. Because there's so many musicals where I just like skip so many different songs in Act 2. Because I'm just like, I'm not here for this. And that's like a lot of the popular musicals for me. I mean, Hamilton has like a weird amount of Act 2 bangers. You can rip Burn from My Cold Dead Hands. I love that song. But like my favorite musicals consist of ones that I can listen to the entirety of without getting bored. Without skipping anything, or at least without skipping too many songs. So like Waitress and Natasha Pierre and a Great Comet of 1812, which is such a weird... Oh, and Hadestown. But that's such like a weird lineup of favorite musicals, I feel like. But I don't know, I just don't skip as many songs in those musicals as I do for other musicals. Epic the Musical was so peak. I think the cool thing about it though is like just the community part of Epic. Because the fact that they made like a whole movie basically of like animatics, that's crazy. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen this kind of work done since Tumblr was calling Be More Chill, Heathers, and Dear Evan Hansen the big three. Like it's so cool. The first time I watched and listened to Epic the Musical was during a Hololive watch along. That was my first exposure to this musical. Cause I think when it was first getting popular, I think I was getting turned off by people like really hyping it up. So I thought it was gonna be bad. I thought it was good. I thought it was just gonna be like overhyped, overrated kind of musical. But then I actually listened to it. And I was like, oh, this is beautiful. I'm so sorry, Epic the Musical, and all the people who worked on that. It's such a beautiful musical. That's just how I am, I fear. I don't know. I don't think the thing is that I don't have a good radar for when like stuff is overrated. So whenever like it's a bad habit of mine to be like, oh, this thing is so overrated, I'm not gonna do anything about it. And then I'm gonna be like so terribly wrong. It's gonna be my favorite thing ever. My bad. Self-proclaimed open-minded person. Ooh. I might need to change the nib on my drawing pen. Ooh, that is slanted. Hold on. Has-Been Hotel. I've been seeing clips about it. I have not watched the actual show. I was there. I was in the Has-Been Hotel fandom when it was just a pilot. Like I was literally there on the day that it got picked up by, what is the company called? A24. I remember that day. That was a big day for all of us. But I think after it got picked up is when like stuff really started to go downhill. and then at that point I had already kind of fallen out of Has-Been. But I've heard that people enjoyed the like, I'm blanking, Amazon the Amazon show, and I've seen some clips of it, and it looks pretty, at least visually. Like I know people don't like the character designs. I think some of them are like whatever. But I think animation wise and most other character design, I think they look pretty good. Although I don't remember if I've heard all the music. I do know that, what's his face? Oh my god. I forgot his name. The actor for Emmett in Legally Blonde the musical is the one who voices and sings for Vox, which I'm kind of into. I love that man. Please listen to Losing Streak. Maybe I will. Maybe I will listen to, even if I don't watch the show, I'll listen to the music, because I've heard that not the first time on a stream of mine. Don't merge that. On a stream of mine, where has-been music has been mentioned. I just don't know if I'll watch the show. I mean, I have Amazon Prime. I could. I'll think about it. I have such a weird relationship with the community is a thing. But that's a me problem. That has nothing to do with, well, it has partially things to do with the show, but for the most part it's the community. Cause that was my first online community, which is not the great that's not the greatest community to be in, especially as a minor. So that was the time. I don't entirely regret it though. I made some good friends. Ludo always also can't read. Also the Broadway song for singer for Wicked. Really? Like the original. Hold on. I know the show has so many freaking Broadway actors, and it kind of makes me jealous. Cause like, how did you do that? I know Alex Brightman is in Hell of a Boss and has been, but like, that's all I know. Let me see. Jeremy Jordan is in Hazbin Hotel? Wait. Stop. Jeremy Jordan? Oh my god, they got so many freaking... Yeah, Christian Borle is the guy that I like. He played Emmett in the Broadway run of what do you call it? Legally Blonde. And Something Rotten. God damn. They got so many people on this freaking show. Okay. Kimiko Glenn? I can't do this. Who is Kimiko Glenn voicing in this freaking show? I haven't heard her voice in forever. Oh, she's nifty. Holy crap. Okay. Maggie? Her voice actress got changed, right? From the pilot to the show? Or no, wait. I don't remember. I know some of the voice actors got changed from the pilot. So I only know the pilot voice actors. Stephanie Beatrice. What? Wait a goddamn minute. Stephanie Beatrice? From Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Okay. What the hell? Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm not drawing. I got distracted. Oh my god, I low-key forgot that Stephanie Beatrice can sing. She was in Encanto. What am I talking about? She's literally Mirabelle. Oh my god, my bad. I forgot. I didn't. Okay, that's crazy. I see your game, Hazbin Hotel. Maybe we should do a watch along, or at least of the music. Am I gonna get copyright? Who cares? I've gotten copyrighted on this channel before. I didn't really get in trouble for it. I'll look into it. I'll see if we can do a watch along. That sounds fun. That'll be an interesting time for me as a day one pilot fan that dropped day one pilot fan that dropped the show before it became a show. Chocolate milk sounds good right now. A glass of milk sounds good right now. I've just been chugging water. I was gonna make coffee, and then I was like, you know what? I don't think that's a good idea. If I'm gonna be yapping, my throat is literally gonna die. Like, genuinely. Oh god. I need to change some of my Clip Studio, what do you call it? Keybinds. Getting on my nerves. I'm also like the slowest colorer. Is that a word? Is that a real word? Slowest person to color ever. Cause like the brush that I use, this is a free, what do you call it? Free brush on the asset store, and it has this like texture, but it also when you use it as like a fine liner, not that fine, but like there's like less opacity, so I cannot use the fill bucket on my freaking drawings. So I take absolutely forever just coloring. And I'm too stubborn. I'm so stubborn when it comes to brushes. Cause voice crack. I'm like a devout believer of using the least amount of brushes as possible. I know there are some artists. There's a lot of like artists, especially professional artists, who like you watch like a speed paint or something, and there's like so many brushes that go into their drawing. Then they make beautiful art, and I love that for them. However, I can't do that. I simply can't. I use like the same 3 brushes. There were truly 2 types of artists: the ones who use like as many brushes as humanly possible, and the ones that use like 2 or 1. Although the artists that use just 1 brush scare me. I don't know how they do that. Like there can't be a brush that is that versatile. Thanks for stopping by to yap. But like I'm so partial to this brush. This line art brush. I found it on accident. But thank freaking god I did. I saw a tweet about what do you call it? I saw a tweet about Zhao. Cause she did get leaked. Her kit got leaked. I haven't looked at it in depth. But there was this tweet I saw of someone being like, wow, that's literally my daughter, time to pull. And I agree with that. I agree with it so freaking much. I do not care if they nerf her or buff her or whatever. If she has like the worst kit known to man, I'm still gonna pull her because she's so adorable. But I saw another tweet in response to that being like, why are we calling this grown-ass woman daughter when she's like scamming people out of money? Well, she's not scamming people, but she is a businesswoman. Stickers sound fun. I want to make my own stickers and the little emoji things. If I ever get to a point where I can have memberships, I think that'd be fun to draw my own. Although I don't know how well that'll go. Cause I'm not entirely sure of how to do like drawing really small, but making sure it's still what's the word? You can still tell what it is, even though it's small. I'm not good at that. Cause my um, what do you call it? My usual canvas size is like what, 4,000 by 4,000. I'm really bad at drawing. So I have like a bunch of drawings where like the little details are like 20 pixels, or they can still be like 10-15 pixels thickness, and they're still gonna be small. If you live near a Daiso, they have cheap sticker paper. That sounds so fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. I don't know if... Do I have a Daiso near me? It might be closer to downtown. I don't want to go downtown. That sounds fun though. I feel like I've made like my own stickers like once in my life, and I think I had a lot of fun with it. I don't know why I didn't try it again. Actually, no. The reason I didn't try it again was because I did it. I used my teacher's what is that called? The laser engraver thing. A Cricut. I think you can cut things with it and it uses like a laser, but it's like really small. I think it's called a Cricut. I don't remember. Yeah, I use my teacher's Cricut thing. That's the only time I've ever made a sticker. Me and my friends, we borrowed it. Damn, I should get a Cricut. Buying a tool to use once and then never again. That sounds fun though. It would be a great merch idea if I weren't living in the States and had to deal with like shipping and stuff. I don't remember how to shade. I don't remember how to do anything. I have not drawn in forever. Wait, why am I using a clipping mask? Save me. I still have like an unfinished reverse drawing. The one with all the plant ladies. But I haven't gotten to rendering that yet. I have been pretty busy with schoolwork. Most of my days are either schoolwork or streaming and then going back to schoolwork. That's life. That's good enough for me for a doodle. I drew just a lot bigger than I intended to. I don't like these dark spots. I do not know how to navigate this freaking program anymore. I'm like looking at it on my other monitor, and the colors are so washed out. But that's just a problem I always have with this freaking drawing tablet. It's too high definition. It's too many colors. The colors are so washed out. Whatever. we move on. What's another character I want to pull? What are the other games? What are the other games that I'm playing? Me double checking. Sentinel. Should I draw Sentinel? Do I know how to draw her, like, what is it called? I almost said the ear things. Those are not ear things. The little headpiece that she has on. Looking up references. I don't know how to draw these things. Oh, reverse, you want to give us full body turnaround references so bad. Are there like spikes on this thing? Oh dear. I could wing it. I could probably eyeball. Drawing is so hard. Oh wait, hold on. One of her items is literally the the headpiece things. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can figure this out without much reference. What brush size was I using? Going from drawing a Thyron to back to drawing a person. I should not make her facing a direction where I don't know what do you call it? I don't have a reference for her facing in any other direction other than to the left. I feel like I haven't drawn like a portrait in forever. Sorry, I keep hitting my mic. Maybe I should move. Hold on. I'm like seated to the edge of my entire like drawing tablet. So I'm like drawing at like a really weird angle. Is my PC blocking my chair's wheels? Are you kidding me? Moving sounds. This might be better. Is this better for me? I don't know. Anyways. Where were they going with this portrait pose? I was trying to think of something to draw for that reverse art contest. I'm so incredibly brain empty. It's not even I was truly trying to think of something because I know it just has to be, it can kind of be anything, and it just has to be based on chapter 11. But like, I think for me that becomes too vague and I get overwhelmed. Like I would prefer, I don't know. I know there is a theme. I can't say there's no theme, but the theme is just so vague. It's so broad that I can't think of anything to draw. How do I get this face shape right? Drew the head too big. Do I want to draw a rifle too? No. I'm very bad at drawing weapons. Oh, how do I do this, like, crystallization thing in her hair? Staring at my reference and not drawing. Staring at my reference and not drawing. I don't know how to do this. How does this work? How does this headpiece work? I know how to draw rocks. I'm sure I can draw rocks. This is fine. Do the hair. Just draw, Airy. Do the damn hair. And the eyes. I refuse to flip my canvas for any of these. I know it's gonna be bad. Never in my life have I been able to flip my canvas and not have to change anything. It's always bad. So I'm just gonna pretend that I'm not a chronic canvas flipper. Even though I already know, I can already feel it in my bones that this head shape is not it. Whoops. What the hell? I picked up the wrong window. Trying to rearrange my setup. Hold on. Hold on. Struggling. I do not need a third monitor. I really don't, but it would be so nice and convenient if I could. Okay, that's fine. This works. I can never get hair right, or this kind of hair right on the first try. It has so many curls to it, but then they're not like line curls. No. How do I describe it? The curls are not defined by the line art. They're defined by the shading. I, however, am someone who defines everything with line art. I don't know why, actually. Now that I think about it. Like, I feel like it's, I feel like it looks better to have, to, like, actually use use shading instead of line art to define certain elements. Because it just looks nicer. And it's, especially if you use only black line art, it looks a lot less harsh. I don't think my art looks that harsh, and I don't use black line art. I'll usually color it, but even then, I'll make sure like you can still like tell it's supposed to be line art. But then I don't know. It just looks softer if I just only have like a outline. Trying to think. I think probably because a good chunk of my art inspiration comes from manga. So usually it's just black line art. Even then, they'll use gradient. What is that called? With like the dot shade, not stippling. The dot shading. There's a word for it. I don't remember what it is. Oh, I'm blanking. I've literally used it before. I can't remember what it is. Fake artist. I want to learn how to use that though. I've seen who's that one artist? There's these two Japanese artists that I really like. And I don't remember what is this called? The shading you see in manga where it's just like the dots in like a grid pattern. Hold on, I'm looking this up. It's gonna eat away at me. Shading with dots. Shading with dots manga. Screen tones! God. They're called screen tones. That's what I'm trying to think of. I've seen these two Japanese artists who use a lot of screen tone in their drawings, and I think it looks so cool. I know one of them is Lamb. Who's the other artist I'm thinking of? I forgot their name. Mika Picasso, I think, uses screen tone, but she also uses like 5 billion effects in her art. Gosh, she uses so many effects, not just screen tone. How does she do it? I should do art studies. I should do art studies. God. I keep telling myself that I will, and then I don't. Part of it is because like I'm afraid of like losing my own art style. But then also like I'm plenty aware my art style is pretty amateur. Just because I don't put like I'm not putting that much thought into every little detail. I gave up on studying anatomy. That should tell you enough. But I feel like whenever I do art studies, I absorb too much information than I intend to. And then I'm like, wow, I don't remember how I used to draw anymore. It's over. I'm never drawing again. That's like my usual experience with art studies. I think the only time I've tried to do an art study was what is that artist's name? This one Arknight's artist, Ask. They have such a good art style. I think they also do what is it called? Evangelion art. Although I haven't watched it. But I've done an art study of their art once, and I like gave up. I gave up halfway because I was I was like, I'm absorbing too much information. I'm not gonna know how I used to draw anymore. I don't think my art style has changed since like high school. Cause I had this one art teacher. No, he wasn't an art teacher. He wasn't even a teacher. He was just one of like the what do you call it? It was just like a staff or something. But I'm pretty sure he used to work as an artist at Riot before the layoffs. And so he was kind of, I guess he was kind of working as like a consultant for the rest of us art students. And he was like reviewing portfolios and stuff. And when I asked him to look at mine, the only thing that he asked me was, do I care about my art style? And I said yes. But not in the way I should have explained it to him, because it's not really in the way of like those kind of older tutorial videos, I guess, on the internet where it's like how to find your art style, how to have like a distinct art style, things like that. It was more just like I really like the look of my art style. That's why I care about it. That's why I care about maintaining my art style, because I just like the look of it. But then I think he took it in the way of like those videos. And so he did tell me that my portfolio needs to be more, what's the word for that? More varied. But I was like, stupid little stubborn me was like, no. I will not listen to this literal professional giving me free advice on how to improve my art portfolio. And now I'm no longer an art student, so such is life. What is happening in my chat? I need to figure out how I render, though. I don't remember. Like, I used two brushes to render. I genuinely don't remember how I use them. Staring at my reference and not drawing. What am I doing? How do I do this? How do I do this? Okay, I guess we'll just draw. That's an eraser. It's like crystalline, crystal structure. I think I know how to render crystals. Well, no. I know how to render shiny things. Although I don't know how to get the exact look of like crystals. Just because they refract in like so many different directions. That sometimes I'm just like, I don't know where I'm supposed to stop. When do I know where to stop putting highlights and shadows? But I do enjoy drawing. I do enjoy rendering shiny things. I know like 5 billion people always complain. So many artists are always complaining about drawing like armor, things like that, and I'm just like, it's so much fun. Doesn't need to be accurate, but it's fun. Although I think the only reason that I enjoyed rendering things that people usually don't enjoy rendering is because I don't try to make it look accurate. I just need the point to get across, and I'll be happy. Although I guess it does get frustrating, especially with like really weird angles and lighting. And you're just like, where is the light supposed to go? Where are the highlights supposed to be? And I think that's me, especially with crystals. The armor is easier, because they're just like they're like flat planes. Like how people will teach anatomy to just think of human body parts as like flat planes, and then build up from there. Which I could never do. I can never figure that out. I don't know why. I'm just bad at anatomy, I think. That's just my curse. Okay, this needs to be lower. How high do these go? We're winging it. We are winging it now. Just like spikes and stuff. What am I doing? So many weird angles. I wish more games would make like full body turnaround references for designs. I think that would be so beautiful and wonderful for me specifically. For me specifically, who does not know how to think in a 3D space, and therefore cannot imagine what a lot of characters will look like if they're facing in literally any other direction. This needs to be thinner. Ooh, the difference between the cleaner line art of Zhao and this messy line art for Sentinel. I can't help it. I don't know what I'm doing. This is fine. Such a weird cone shape. What are these? What even are these things? I don't know. If Sentinel would come home, I would find out. But she hates me. Me at like 20 pity. She hates me. I also kind of want to draw Chaos Zero Nightmare characters. Just for my own self-indulgence. Because I really like the... I'm surprised at how much I like that game. I thought I wouldn't. I truly thought I wouldn't. But it's kind of chill. But you also have to like... You have to ignore certain things in order to actually enjoy it. Which I feel like it's not... That's not how you usually enjoy a game. if you're ignoring like a huge certain chunk of the game just to enjoy it, I don't know if that's really enjoying the game. Staring at my reference. Labubu. I've drawn the Labubu. I think she's so silly. Her, what do you call it? Her description in her drip marketing makes me laugh. Like, okay. Businesswoman. This stupid little rabbit Thyran in the business world. I would not ever be able to take that seriously. Imagine you're like sitting in the office, you're like waiting for like a meeting, and then in walks this like tiny little rabbit thing, this little rabbit Labubu. I mean, I know that she does her job well, but like I cannot take that seriously. I don't know how to draw. What am I doing? What is she wearing? What is the like purple thing that she has under her shirt? Sentinel clothes are so confusing. Or at least her I1. They're very simplified for her I2, I think. Trying to figure this out. I'm glad we like my Sentinel drawing. Where I can only draw her facing one direction. Krampus HQ being the most chaotic thing imaginable with Labu and Dialin. Oh god, I could never. Don't let me work at Krampus. I'm not gonna get anything done. What is this thing? What is this thing that is under the buttons? This makes no sense. How does this work? How does this outfit work? I need to see a cosplay of this. Like a full body cosplay of Sentinel's I1 outfit. Cause it makes no sense to me. What is this? What am I looking at? There's like these the chain thing on her shoulder. I'm not gonna try. What freaking ever. I'm the artist, I can do what I want. I'll just do her cloak. Don't know how to draw her cloak. My glasses keep hitting my mic. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. They keep hitting my what's that called? A little pop mesh thing. I don't remember what it's called. I feel like the weirdest thing about my art style is like I never draw eyebrows. I always forget to. Which is like terrible. It's a terrible habit, forgetting to draw eyebrows, because that's like the most expressive part of your face, I'd argue. But I keep forgetting every time, and then I notice like later, like when I'm like rendering or something, and I'm like, this looks wrong for some reason. Fine, I'll draw her freaking rifle. Whatever. Her silhouette doesn't look right without the giant gaping, giant flowing flag behind her. Good enough for me. Whatever goes, it goes. I love drawing. I just love being able to say screw it and stop drawing. I don't have to draw everything. Who's gonna do anything about it? Time to color pick directly from her chibi. Because I am colorblind. I'm not, but I feel like I am. How washed out this freaking monitor is. I'm still pulling. I'm still doing my like singular pull that I get daily. In reverse. But I'm getting to a point where like maybe I should give up. Maybe I should stop pulling and just save for the next character instead of doing this. Well, I mean, the next character is not limited. That's not for like what, 2 more patches? But still. I'm losing hope. I don't think I've gotten... Or have I? Have I lost early in reverse? I don't remember. I feel like I might have. And I just completely forgot. Or no, not lost early. Have I just gotten an early? Cause I only ever lose early in like freaking Star Rail. Ooh, that's who I should draw next. Constance. All the characters I'm pulling for. Oh my god, the Constance, Dahlia, whatever drama that's been going on has been absolutely crazy. I have never seen such like insane like accusations, I guess. It's crazy. What is that noise? Oh, it's a plane. I was like, what the hell? I heard like a vibrating noise. I was like, is someone's phone going off? Ruining my flow. There was oh god, there was like construction happening not too far from my house the other day. I don't know how close it was. I think it might have been like 2 streets over or something. But there was construction happening. I don't know what they were doing because I just woke up and I was like laying in bed and it was the scariest thing ever. I don't know why. It sounded like it was echoing. Like the only way I could describe it is like a I don't know if anyone's here has played Subnautica or at least seen it. But like that game is so the sound of the construction near my house sounded like in Subnautica when you first see a Reaper, or when you first encounter a Reaper Leviathan, where like you don't see it near like the crash zone. Like it's just like all what is that called? Dust. It's all just like dust, so you can't see anything. And then you hear this like roar echoing from like somewhere that you can't see. That's what this construction sounded like, and I don't know why. It was freaking me all the way out. I was so freaked out, and I don't know why. And it kept going. It just kept like it would like stop for a little bit, and then it would echo again. Whoops. It would echo again, and then it would stop, and then it would echo again. And I'm like, what is happening? Why is it echoing like that? They weren't that far from me, but it was so terrifying. It was so weird. There's like constant construction happening around me, and it's pissing me off. Although I think the only reason I ever get worried about it is because I have had multiple times had the internet go out because of construction while I was streaming. But I think that's only because it was just so close to the house. But now they're like moving farther out, which, good riddance. ruining my vibe. What are these headpiece things? Does anyone who has Sentinel? Can anyone who has Sentinel explain to me what these headpiece things are? Because I know that they're one of her, what are those called? The treasured, I can't say that word, treasured items. I could read it on the wiki, but I'm busy. Because I know that her little baby model doesn't have these. But do the gargoyles in Reverse 1999, can they like make stuff out of stone? Like like carve things out of their own stone? That's kind of disturbing to think about, actually. Maybe I don't want to know. Because that's like carving. It's like carving from your own skin. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna stop entertaining that thought. How about I shut up? How about I stop talking? I'm here for vibes, not questionable Reverse 1999 lore. I did not draw the entirety of her cloak, but frankly I do not care. I don't know how to draw her cloak. And like the bullet casings. I've drawn bullets like once. It was for what was it? I drew like these like bullet things for a Hololive fan art that I did just for fun. And like they're like my least favorite part of that entire drawing. I'm not even gonna show it. Cause I hate the way that they look, because they don't look like bullets. But I also did not really use reference, so it's probably my fault. But like I always feel weird whenever I'm like if I have to like look up references for like weapons. I feel weird about it because I'm like, someone is surely gonna see me looking that up and being like, what the hell are you looking at? Why are you looking at weapons? And I'm like, it's for a drawing. Like it reminded me of like the writer thing of like looking up the most diabolical and terrible things because you're trying to write a villain. And someone always has to ask, and you're just like, it's for a novel. It's for my writing. I'm not trying to kill anybody. What color are her eyes? Very grayish color. Grayish green. I feel colorblind. I feel insane. My perception of colors changes constantly. It's pissing me off. Okay, fine. Download. Let's see what these colors are. Color picking. literally just gray. Awesome. I thought they were green. Like a grayish green. Do I want to shade this one? Not really. Okay, maybe just a little bit. Just a tad. I will not flip my canvas. I will not flip my canvas. I'm not doing that today. I don't have time. We're gonna be here for hours if I flip my canvas, and I'm not here for that. How do I do the texturing on this? Oh god. Do I have a brush for this? What's a good brush? What's a good brush for a rock? Stony rock texture. That's probably good enough. That's fine. I'm speedrunning this one now. Where did my other reference go? I am making everything harder for myself. Doing things in this method. Although I suppose I've never met an artist who doesn't make at least something harder for themselves when they don't need to. Universal artist experience. Being stubborn. What did I just merge this with? Okay. 2 characters that I really want to pull. / am currently pulling for, and I'm getting nothing. What is my next character again? Constance. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know how to draw her horns. Wait. God. When was the last time I've drawn like a Hoyoverse character? Other like actually, not just a doodle. Probably Genshin. last Hoyoverse character that I've drawn and put proper effort into was Genshin in like 2021, which is so funny to me. Because I just know. I could not be bothered. How do I draw this? Oh god. God, our Splash Riders is in like the worst. Worst pose ever for an artist. Okay, fine. I'll look at the leaks. The leaked model. If I can find it. God. I don't want to draw this. Oh. It's so hard to draw. But I could. My pull ritual to draw characters that I really want to pull. I hate Hoyoverse for this. I have such a gripe with what do you call it? Gotcha designs. Gotcha game designs. Pissing me off. It looks so good, but it pisses me off as an artist. Why do we need all these details that don't do anything, that don't mean anything? Where is the model? I need a full body model for this. Hello, welcome in. I'm looking for references. I'm dying. I swear to God, I have these, like, this saved. Looking in my freaking Discord to see if I sent it to somebody. I love being an artist. I love being an artist. I just need references. Did I not send this to anybody? Are you kidding me? Oh, you know what? It probably got deleted. That's why. There are leaks. So. I swear. I'm gonna find this reference. It's the last thing I do. Oh my god, someone already cosplayed Constance? God damn. I'm getting distracted. Okay, this is fine. I'll just use this. I'm trying to think of what fourth character to draw. So I can fill this empty void once I draw Constance. I don't know who. I don't know who else I'm pulling for. I play so many gacha games. Chisawua, maybe? But she has a pretty simple design. What else am I playing? Chaos Zero Nightmare? But I already got Yuki. I do kind of want the other... What is it called? Kaguya Pharmacy Girl? But, meh. Ooh, don't flip the canvas. I do not need to flip the canvas. It's fine. I can figure this out. I will not be flipping the canvas. We're gonna be here forever if I do. We're just here for silly little portraits and doodles. Do I want to put her hand in here? I'm playing too many gacha games. I got back on WUA after the new, what's it called? New update, live stream announcements. Not a great idea, but with how many I'm already playing right now. There's a sound in my ears and I don't know what it is. I can't tell if it's from my headphones or not. Is gacha as a genre Family friendly? Is the entirety of gacha as a genre, as a game genre, family friendly? I mean, there are games that are. I mean, like, the Hoyoverse games are pretty chill. But, like, what the hell is that called? What is that one game called? Nikkei? Whatever the hell. I mean, like, yeah, it is. I think a majority of them are. Except for one. One game that I would never play. Staring at my reference. Hold on. I don't even know where to start. How do I draw the stupid hat? I hate drawing hats. Truthfully. I think that's just because I don't wear hats. I don't wear hats, so I can't use myself as a model. Especially not like sun hats. I hate this hat. I hate drawing flowers and this freaking hat. Where do I even start on this? Why do I do this to myself? Okay, fine. It's fine. What freaking ever. Oh wait, it just occurred to me. Are you talking about gacha life? Or are you talking about the entirety of like the gacha genre? Because I have never touched gacha life in my entire life. And I don't... and I don't know anything about the community. Okay. Okay, I see your point. That's why I was confused. I've literally never used gacha life in my entire life. Yeah, I heard the community sucks though. Okay, I see what you're saying. My bad. I feel like the gacha life is like such a interesting I've seen people use gacha life for like character design, which is so funny to me. Actually, my mods two of my mods, literally when I was helping them design their own sonas, they both use gacha life to give me a reference, since the two of them don't draw. It seems interesting to me, just as like a character designing program. Like I would use it for character designs. But I think I only found out about gacha life like much later in life. Right, or at a point where I was already like far out of like, I guess, the intended age range. So my first immediate assumption was like, I'm not gonna like this. But like I feel like it reminds me of Picru in a way, from what I've seen. But I've never watched those videos of like those, what are those called? Story? Like for people like will like make a whole story or retell a story with using like just Gacha Life characters and stuff. I've never watched any of those. I've seen people recreate like entire movies and like musicals with Gacha Life, which is the funniest thing to me, actually. That seems hilarious. But I never actually watched it. I know somebody, oh my god, I know somebody recreated other gacha games with with Gacha Life 2, or with Gacha Life as well, which is so funny to me. How does her hair go? How do I do this? I need the model. "2019 stories about a hybrid princess?" That sounds vaguely familiar. I might have seen something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I need a better reference for this drawing. But this is an unreleased character, and it's screwing me over. Because all the leaks already got got wiped. Just need like one reference of her just like facing forward. Beware, for I am a yapper, as am I. Would not be a streamer if I were not a yapper. Although I am on the hunt for some goddamn references of this character. I swear to god, somebody posted the full body model, but I truly cannot find it. That is the wrong game. That's Genshin. Who are we drawing? I am currently drawing Constance from Honkai Star Rail. I'm just drawing characters that I want to pull. This is my pull ritual. My good luck charm. Please. Somebody has to have posted this. Are there any chat rules? Don't be an ass? I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I probably should. And I never thought about it at first, because you know, when you there's always the expectation when you go on the internet that no one's gonna see you. No, literally no one's gonna perceive you, so you're not gonna think about it. I should probably think about chat rules. Maybe later. Okay, I literally cannot find a single reference for this, and it's driving me insane. I don't know how to do her hair. Like she's in every official art, she's either moving, so like her hair is like everywhere, or her hand is like covering some part of, her hand is covering something, and it's pissing me off. This is what I get. This is what I get for drawing unreleased characters. Whatever. We're gonna wing it. I still don't know how to draw the hat. How do I draw a sun hat? I should know. I've drawn characters with like big ass hats before, but I can never get it right. That was a pretty damn good line. Okay. Okay, I did one good line and now I'm like, what am I doing? How do I draw flowers? I hate drawing flowers. Save me. Those seem like solid chat rules. Kind of remind me of, what are they called? I'm blanking. I'm completely blanking. I had like an old Discord server, and I had like the dumbest rules ever. Not like these ones that you've just typed out. But I just remember because I was a kid. So I had like these stupid ass rules. And there was like a I don't know why so many servers at the time in like 2019 or something were like so like they had like vent channels. I think that's a stupid concept. I say that like I didn't have a channel in my old Discord server for like venting, which got removed eventually because there were people who were complaining about it. How do I draw this flower? Maybe I should block out the shape first instead. I'm so bad at drawing flowers. God damn. When was the last time I drew a flower? I only know how to draw a rose. That's an easy flower. But then these ones, drawing like the nice like 5 petal one, not like this. That's a that's the SpongeBob looking flower. But drawing these at like an angle pissed me off so bad. How do I do this? Staring. Hold on. I got this. This is fine. This is fine. This is not fine. Why do I do this to myself? Ooh, silent. This is completely dead silent locking in. Watch me erase these. Why are there so many flowers? Good enough for me. What freaking ever. I'm here to chill. I'm just here to chill. Before I go on vacation. How do I draw these horns? God damn it. I need a better angle of this. That's what I do to myself. Hold on. Where's the thing I was looking at? There are no good angles of this. Okay. I guess I'm winging it. Where's my window? I'm lost. I'm so lost. Where am I? How do I draw this? How do I draw this? How do I draw this? At this angle. I hate drawing Hoyoverse characters. The way my line art has been getting like messier and messier. my line art for Zhao was so clean, and then Sentinel got messy, and now it's like now we're here. Staring. Why does she have ornaments? She has like little rings on her freaking horns. Don't do this to me. Okay, it's fine. I don't need this in model accurate. Oops, misclick. Who cares? No one will stop me from drawing extra little strands of hair that are not on the base character. Oh, but yeah, I'm drawing Constance from Honkai Star Rail. Who has not been officially released, so I have no model references. Wow, thank God. Thank God my my Clip Studio doesn't show my reference windows, because I would get in trouble. How do I draw this hair? This weird ass hair. Guess I can just... I said I wouldn't flip the canvas. Oh my god. I flip it once and now I'm like... the muscle memory. I do not need to flip the canvas. We can chill. Oh, she has like a bow. Why am I drawing the bow like that? I'm still trying to think of what to do for that art contest that I really want to do. When was the last time I participated in an art contest? I feel like it's been... When was the last time? Oh my god, wait. I'm trying to think. I swear to god I have, but I don't remember what it was for. Wow, I am completely blanking, I swear to god. I've done an art contest before. Okay, that's great. My god-awful memory. I don't know what I drew. I don't know what the theme was. I don't know what year it was. I just know that I have before. It probably wasn't good. If I didn't win, if I had won, I would have remembered. So I'm pretty sure I did not win. I don't think it was that good of a drawing. It was probably when I was like younger. Our contests are so scary, because I feel like you go in, you go in all excited, and then like every single person that, or like it feels like every other person that participates in the contest is like 5 times better than you, and it's like it's a little bit demoralizing, but it's also just like terrifying, because like what if these people perceive you? I don't know how to draw her neck thing. Like I think I've done like contests at school before, but that's different. That feels different than like participating in like a online internet one. Cause there's so many good artists on the internet. So many people to be jealous of. It's always so intimidating. I don't know how to draw these clothes. Why is there such detailed patterning on it? Whatever. I want to put her hand in here. I wanted to pose with her hand. I don't know how. Ooh, I should have decided if I wanted the hand or not in the beginning. Cause now I'm like, I don't know how to edit this. It's fine. Wow. Cannot believe I've actually been drawing. This whole time. I was so ready to just not draw at all today and just yap. This is what happens when you don't draw for like a couple months. Comes back to you. Always comes back one way or another. Why is that so pink? Drawing really is one of those like muscle memory things that just kind of like sticks to you. 'Cause it's kind of like almost like playing an instrument, at least for me. 'Cause like I haven't played piano in like a hot minute. I don't own a keyboard or piano anymore. But like the muscle memory just kicks in. Even after like years of not playing, and I feel like it's the same with art. Like I can go like, and I'll joke about it, but I can truly go like a couple months without drawing and I'll still know what to do somehow, which is so crazy to me. Because it doesn't feel like I know what I'm doing. I'm functioning purely off of instinct right now. It's like a weird color. I don't like this color. But it looks fine on my other monitor. Hate it here. I've complained about it once and I'm gonna complain about it again. Why is there a need for drawing tablets with like bigger color range if other devices are not gonna have that same color range? What is the point? I feel like 90% of like devices, especially like ones you would look at art with, are gonna have like the same look to it, same kinds of colors, same limits. So why do what is the point of other devices, especially drawing tablets? What is the use of them having wider color range if it's not going to translate onto other devices? Because the only reason I bought my current tablet, it's a Huion, but I don't remember what kind of or which model it is. But the only reason I got it was just because it had a bigger screen. Because I really like to draw big, and I also like I use my entire arm to draw, which it feels like I have another drawing tablet that doesn't have a screen and it's like really tiny because it was like $50, and it's so hard to draw on that thing because I can't use like my entire arm to do like a stroke. So that's the only reason I got this tablet. Now, ever since I got it, it's pissing me off. Because the colors are so vibrant on this thing. To the point that like I would have to adjust my colors very often because I feel like they were too neon. But then now I'm like, once I export it and I like post it on Twitter or whatever, and I'm like, wow, those colors look freaking awful. On my phone. Sigh. I know there are some artists who like study the right word? Like they research into things like that. Specifically just so that their drawings don't look god-awful on a different device once it's like posted. But I just don't have the patience for that. And I'm not enjoying this color. It's too red. What am I looking at? What is the undercolor of this? Blue? That's a very vibrant blue. Do I enjoy that? I don't know. Do I enjoy that? No, I don't. I don't know how people draw, like, what is that called? I know there's a name for it. I don't know what it is. It's like something like color pop art or something. Which is like basically just using like almost exclusively neon colors, which is so confusing to me. I mean, I think it looks cool. It can definitely look cool if you do it right, but I feel like it's a little bit eye straining, at least to me. So I don't know. Like I saw a video, or I got a video recommendation. I didn't actually watch it, on like how to draw in that style of like super neon pop art, and I was just like, I could never. And the funny thing is, like, the thumbnail was of like Arlecchino from Genshin in this like super neon bright pop art style, and I'm like, wow. Of all the characters, I guess it makes sense to be able to translate a character with such a dark color palette to neon. It's just so funny to me every time I see that thumbnail. I should watch that video just to see what it's all about. I don't know how to feel about those kind of neon colors. They remind me of like those what are those, like, I don't know what to call them. Those like deviant art Mary Sue, or like, they're not like, I think like half of the ones that I've seen before are like intended to mock people who make OCs that are like super bright neon color, whatever. I don't know what they're called. And they call them like Mary Sue. It's like an insult. Interesting times. But that's what neon, that's just what like the color of neon reminds me of those old posts. What color is this? I don't know what color this part is. God. Constantly tweaking colors. Not my favorite part of drawing. Coloring is always my least favorite part of drawing, I feel. I don't know if I mentioned it before. I probably have. So annoying. I shouldn't say that. It's only annoying to me because I just don't know what I'm doing. And then I get upset because I don't know what I'm doing. When I can very easily solve it by, I don't know, studying a little bit. Looking a little bit into color theory, perhaps. Watching a few videos. But I'm lazy. I'm a lazy artist. I go wherever the wind takes me. And pray that it'll be fine. What color is this? What is this? I don't like that. That's just white. Okay. Never let me work with whites. Even just like deciding on a color for my freaking Sona. Like what color for like the color for the hair and like the undershirt. I don't know why that took me forever. I was getting so particular about it. Cause I think when I was younger, I think I took that ever popular, what do you call it? The ever popular art advice thing of don't use completely white or like straight up white or straight up black in art. I took that too seriously as a kid and now I can't get over it. I remember having like a whole ass argument with a friend in like high school about that. Cause like whenever people give that kind of art advice, don't use certain colors in a drawing. Usually the evidence, I suppose, is just that like certain colors don't appear in nature, which is understandable. I think that is true. At least, say like not to the, what's the word? Not to the extent that computers can display colors. Like I'm sure there are colors in nature that can get really close to certain colors, like what, like neon or something. Just like naturally, not like paint or whatever. But I do agree with that sentiment. But I remember having a whole argument with one of my art friends, who was trying to show me that like stark black appears in nature. And he showed me a picture of a freaking beetle. And he brought it into Photoshop and he pointed at like the darkest spots and I was like, that is literally a shadow. Which, okay, I guess. But like the beetle itself, at the very least, it was like a little bit of a very dark reddish brown color. I didn't like looking at that beetle. But like that, out of all of the art advice, so-called art advice that I've seen throughout my years of drawing, I feel like that's the only one that stuck to me. I mean, there's like a handful of art advice that you should just like straight up never listen to because it's stupid. And then there's others where it's just like very, very situational. I can't think of any off the top of my head. But it's just so... The art world is interesting. We can leave it at that. Never right or wrong way to do things, but there is a way that I will do things, and I'm gonna keep doing them like it. Because that's the only way I know how. I'm putting way too much effort into this one. We're done with this one. We're done with Constance. That's an ugly color. Oh god. Why is it so gray? Why is that so gray? Okay, let's go the opposite direction. That's better. Color theory who? I could never. Good enough for me. Do I want to do a fourth character? Like I could. Or do I want to? Do I even have a fourth character that I want to draw right now? Chisa. Chisawua. Maybe. What the hell? Sure. We'll end off with a easier character to draw. She has like literally nothing going on. God damn it, why is her official sprite also not facing forward? These games hate me. I'm trying to draw a circle. Please. Good enough. Ooh, she has like a very, very anime face shape that I'm not used to drawing. Ugh, I can't. I can't. I can't do that kind of face. How does that work? It's like the edge of the eye. And then it's like such a intense roundness to it. With a little bit of an edge that I simply cannot replicate. This is like a schoolgirl outfit. I do not need to overcomplicate this. Struggling. Struggling. I just need reference. Oh my god, it's literally just like a schoolgirl sailor outfit. With like extra gotcha game style belts everywhere. Okay. God, I love her weapon. Scissors. I feel any character that has like scissors as a weapon is immediately just like awesome. I think scythes and scissors as weapons are just like objectively cool, even if they're not practical. Well, I feel like scissors might be more more practical than scythes. Cause I know like I've seen so many videos on like how scythes as a weapon, as like a real combat weapon, are not the greatest. just because of like the blade part is like inside of the scythe usually. And then also they're big, so you have to like really use them right. But I feel like scissors scissors can either be used as a blade or the blunt object. Like that's kind of perfect. And they just look cool. Her hair is so cute. Nobody mentioned my same face syndrome. I'm not putting that much effort into giving them distinct eyes. I'm just here to doodle. This is like my default my default eye shape whenever I'm just doodling. It's just simple. Nice and simple. I always feel really awkward whenever I do that. I know a lot of artists do that. It's just like the constant repeating control Z. But I feel so awkward when I do it on stream because it takes so long. But I'm also just not good at drawing like straight cut bangs. Cause I don't enjoy, like, I'm fine looking at it, but I don't enjoy like drawing in an art style where like you can see like every little like strand. Like I prefer to just have them just be in like clumps. But then when it comes to like a straight cut bang, that kind of thing, like that, that's not, what is the word for that? I don't know what they're called. I don't know what anything is called. But in these like anime art styles, they always have them like in like parts, just so it doesn't look like a bowl cut. And I think I'm really bad at separating those parts. But I think also I just don't have a lot of, I don't draw characters with like straight cut bangs a lot. That's personally not a hairstyle that I enjoy. I love me some curtain bangs. Really crazy dynamic bangs and fringes. Do I even have, I have like I'm sure I have like an OC with straight cut bangs. No, I definitely do. But I barely draw him. Oh my god. I haven't drawn my OCs in freaking forever. I enjoy writing OCs more than drawing them. I think it's just more fun. And also, cause like I saw like this one art tip from like a designer. What was it? So it was something like don't design as you draw when it comes to original designs, which I think is so true, and it's something that I need to follow because that is not art advice that I actually follow, even though I agree with it. Because like I feel like the difference in quality when you compare to what's the word? What are the words I'm looking for? Like instead of just drawing whatever comes to mind first, like actually sitting down to design a character first before you ever start like drawing them in like scenes or with other characters and whatnot. The difference in quality is crazy. But it's like, I get it so bad. Cause like when you make a new character, it's so exciting. It's like, wow, I have created this entire being. And now I get to draw them. And I get to draw them interacting with all my other characters and all my faves and stuff. And I get it so bad. But then the moment you start like actually drawing the character in anything, and you start to notice like all the details that you don't like, and then it gets so frustrating because you're constantly changing the character over and over and over again. Because you draw them You draw them in some kind of setting and you're like, wait, this could be changed, this could be better. And you draw them in a new setting and it's like, oh, this could be changed, it could be better. It's just dying. Suffering. I do not know what the left side of this girl's head looks like. Hold on. Don't make me pull up the trailer for this freaking thing. What the hell? Okay. Whatever, it's fine. Inaccurate Shisa drawing. It's fine. Oh, how messy my line art had gotten. I think that's a problem for me, with especially if you have seen my if you've seen my drawings on Twitter, you might know, especially my older drawings, you might know that I have a very weird tendency to draw like like 4 to 5 characters together all in the same scene, and it's actually it ruins my day sometimes. Like I'm literally the one drawing it, but sometimes it ruins my day because I'll be doing the line art on it, and like it'll start so clean. I love doing like super clean line art, and it'll start so awesome, and then as I continue working, it just gets worse. It gets worse and worse and worse until eventually I'm just like, I have to stop. I need to move. I need to just continue this tomorrow, because the dip in quality is just diabolical. But then I come back tomorrow and then I'm like, it looks fine. It's salvageable. I can treat it like a clean, just color the sketch. But then the other parts look better, like leagues better, and I'm just like, ugh, God, save me. I don't know why I like drawing group drawing so much. Even though I low-key hate it. Even though it makes me upset. I think I just enjoy drawing characters interacting more than I enjoy like portraits or whatever. Little ribbon. I don't think she has anything else on her. God. God. I hate drawing eyebrows. Thank God. Thank God she has such a simple design. I could never. The stream would have ended already if she had any more complicated design than just a schoolgirl sailor uniform. What extra belts? I wonder if these are comfortable. I feel like as someone who watches so much anime and reads so much manga, particularly high school, the words high school setting stories, I've always wondered how comfortable these uniforms are, because they also just don't make any sense to me. Like structurally, I don't know how you put these kind of outfits on unless it's all just like one piece, just like sewn just like all these different parts are just like sewn together, which is kind of anticlimactic, but also understandable. Does she have the belt things on her other arm? Oh my god. She has like a whole cape. Oh my god. Wait, there's like a jacket. That's not Predator's outfit. Oh god. I hate looking for references. Always a bunch of other stuff that I do not need to be seeing. Okay. We'll just take creative liberty then. This is part of her sweater jacket thing, not the undershirt. It's like this belt thing I can't figure out. And then our other arm has it too. But then this one like opens up. Well, you wouldn't see it. I didn't draw it where you could see it. Yeah, that's good. Good enough for me. And my low standards. Gotta have low standards, I feel like, when it comes to drawing. At least for yourself. I know so many artists who have like 5 billion unfinished pieces because they just weren't happy with even just like the sketch. And I'm always just like, lower your standards. lower your expectations and you'll be pleasantly surprised. That's a weird thing that I've learned in the last like month. Cause I started playing two new gacha games. Terrible decision already, but I was curious. And my expectations were very low. And because of how incredibly low my expectations were, I really like these games. So everybody wins. I feel like that's not like a good habit to have though. At least not for like every aspect of life, because I feel like that feels mean. That feels like it could be really mean. Like what if I meet someone new and my expectations are really low? For like no reason. For no reason whatsoever. I'm just like, I don't think I'll be friends with this person. And then all of a sudden they're like my best friend. I would feel really bad about that. Truthfully. I did not do a good job coloring the skin. I feel like that's how a lot of people, at least from what people have told me about like the way that they met their best friend. It's always like a weirdly common story of like I hated my best friend when I first met them, and then we clicked, and I'm just like that makes no sense to me. But then some of those people that I've known, they really do not like each other, despite how close they can seem. And then there are others who have the same story, but they are close, and you can tell. It's so strange to me. I could write a character like that. Randomly brainstorming OCs. I could write I could write characters about that. That's what a lot of my characters are based on. Just like random, just like the most random thoughts, and like different what ifs manifested into a whole character. Okay, I think I have a handful of characters that are a handful of like OCs where their stories is just like what if this part of my personal life went differently, and then it birthed like an entire new backstory. That's like my preferred way of writing OCs. At least for if I know for a fact this OC needs to have a story that I personally can't relate to. I just think like, okay, well, what if I was this? What if that was me? What would I do? Oh god, I hate using the fill bucket. This could be a little darker. There we go. Oh, her eyes are so cute. Like a pinkish red. Oh, red-eye characters. Characters with a good old red, white, black color scheme. So awesome. That's like a tried and true color palette. And yet somehow I feel like it's never overdone. I'm sure someone on this planet will call red, white, and black color scheme overrated. But like I've never gotten tired of seeing this color palette on characters. It just works. I mean, I think black and white just work with anything, TBH. It's that lovely combination of like these two contrasting colors and then a really nice accent color to go with it. I think that's just why it works. What is happening next to me? Okay, don't know what those sounds are. I need a good white. need a good off-white. Struggling. I feel like I'm swatching paint. Trying to figure out the best color for the best white for like a room. But then there's so many different shades of white for some reason. How dark of a gray do I want to go here? That's a really nice blue gray. Oh my god. Well, it's not as blue on my other monitor. But it looks nice to me. There we go. Oh, it should be. Good enough for me. Wow, the range of quality between all of these little portraits. Okay, well, I think with that, and a last sip of water. I think that'll be all for me today. That's enough drawing for to last me a week. I feel like I haven't drawn in forever. Now my back hurts from my shrimp pose. Oof. Oh my god, my shoulder like actually hurts. This is awful. I am not that old. Save me. Okay, well, thanks everyone for hanging out. A lot of new people today. Thank you so much. As per usual, I don't know my own outro. Thanks everyone for hanging out, and thanks to my VOD watchers. As per usual, stream announcements will be posted on Twitter and Blue Sky. Socials are in my description. I will be gone for the next 2 weeks. This was just my little penultimate stream before I disappear. That makes me sound like I'm gonna die. I won't, probably. But I'm gonna be disappearing for the next 2 weeks while I'm on vacation. So, if you want to make sure that I'm still alive, check me out on my socials. I don't know if I'll post in my community. Actually, no, I probably will. Because I wanted to give my first impressions on the gacha game that I started playing. But yeah, I'm gonna lay down. My shoulder hurts. I'm hurting. I haven't drawn in forever, and not for this long. And I also haven't yapped this long in like a hot minute. Yeah. I hope everyone has a good day. I hope everyone had fun dealing with me yapping about nothing. And I'll see you guys after my vacation. Bye bye. Where did it go? Where did my ending screen go? Here it is.